Hello, agentpreneurs, and welcome to episode 63 of the Daily List Report. We've got an amazing show for you today. We're going to talk all about member benefits. What are member benefits? Well, just by being a part of the List Reports family, you're going to get access to some really great deals from some amazing service providers. We've got a new guest on today, not a familiar face, but he will be. His name is Mike Simon. He is Executive Vice President at ListReports, and he has been spending all of his time with his team scouring the country for amazing companies to partner with to bring you some of the best deals around. So with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Mike on. Mike, say good morning to our agentpreneurs of ListReports.
Morning, agentpreneurs. How are y'all?
Fantastic. Mike, thanks for joining. I can't believe it's taken this long to get you on the show.
Absolutely. I don't know why I was at bottom of the list, but I'm happy that I achieved this moment in my career to
Yes, you
appear with
did.
Randy Shiozaki. It's great.
Add it to your LinkedIn, Mike.
That's
Um,
right. My
so,
credit.
Mike, before we get into some of these great deals that we're doing, I think it's important for our guests to get to know, the guests. And, you're part of the List Reports family. And so I want people to be able to see your face and say, that guy, I remember that guy. That guy hooked me up. So why don't you tell a little bit about your background briefly and just give everyone a chance to get to know you?
Sure. So I've been in and around residential real estate for a very long time, starting back in about 95 when I was recruited to join Coldwell Banker's corporate team and headed up marketing and corporate partnerships. And kind of from there, as many agents will remember, Coldwell Banker was acquired by then HFS, then Sendent, and now what we all know as Realogy. And I've been really involved in the residential real estate space for the majority of my career in a whole number of different roles, including marketing and biz dev and partnerships and M&A. And actually, I got really fortunate to be involved in online real estate when it first took off, in the late 90s. So I've kind of been around this space for a very long time, moved away from it. And then, when List Reports came calling 3 years ago, really happened to be back doing something that I was really passionate about and love the concept of what we do. And it was really an easy decision for me to kind of get out here and join it. So very
Nice.
excited to be back in the space.
That's fantastic, Mike. Mike, you've got a ton of experience. We're lucky to have you, frankly. And, you're out doing deals right now to bring
Mhm.
amazing benefits to our members, to our
Mhm.
users. Can you talk a little bit about, in your experience, how does an agent manage all of their partnership? There's so many companies, so many service providers. Like, how do they make heads or tails of that? How do they decide who to work with, and how might we be able to help?
That's great. Great question. Typically an agent is going to, trust a referral from another agent, somebody who's been in the space, maybe somebody who's been, in the business longer than they've been. And they, kind of, they look to their office for the different partners, settlement service providers, kind of other vendors that they might want to work with. And they're usually taking it kind of on a referral from a trusted resource. And it's actually that concept that List Reports is trying to leverage and work with and really help the agents. Over the last couple of years, we really have become a trusted resource for the real estate agents that we work with. And they come to us for very specific things. And they know that when they come to us, they're going to get something that's world class, best in class, is always going to work. It's automated. And we really looked at the opportunities for partnerships to leverage that relationship. Go to a trusted resource and really find a partner that's been vetted, that lots of brand and name recognition, but also someone that, because you're part of the List Reports family, probably brings you a better deal and a better price than you may be able to get on your own. So it's a number of factors, but I think really trusted relationship and a trusted referral is the leverage point that I think is important for agents across the board.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense, Mike. And I think what we're trying to do here is three things really, from my opinion. Tell me if you agree with this. One is partner with really great companies, right?
Mhm.
Really good quality companies, great reputations, great products, great services. Two is make sure that we're bringing amazing deals to our agents so that they're actually saving money and they have a better chance to adopt these products and services. And the third angle of this is that it really is a member benefit, right? We're trying to make it easier to adopt things, right? We're out striking these deals to make sure that our agents get access to these tools and can save money, right? And those are sort of the three ways that I look at it. How about you, Mike?
No, I'm done here. That was great, Randy. You got it.
Okay.
You nailed it all. So I don't know,
Perfect. You trained
but
me well, Mike.
but you add to what you said. I'll
Yes.
say this. When we were back in the day at Realgy, we looked at kind of pretty much the same things that you just mentioned. The primary thing that we start with is we've got 265,000 agents on the platform today, and that gives us tremendous buying power if we aggregate all of those people into an affinity network. So
Yes.
if you are an agent, you look at your relationship with ListReport as like being part of USAA or AAA, things like that, where someone is out there kind of representing you to vendors who want to do business with these agents. That's really the first job that we have, is to represent our core agent population, represent them to those partners, and really represent them as if they were an affinity network. So that's number one.
Yeah.
That affinity network, those relationships, the fact that agents trust our opinion, let's go out and leverage that. So that's number one. Number two is, you're right. There's lots of partners out there who want to do business with ListReports and want to do business with real estate agents. We have to make sure that when we go out and attach the ListReports endorsement to working with those partners, that partner has been vetted, is best in class, is going to deliver, lives up to service level agreements. We have to make sure that we identify not only the right person, but the one who's going to essentially deliver on the promise that with the product and service that they're offering. Big deal. And then third, you're right. When you talk about price and benefit, yeah, we can really work with those partners and say, there's a way that we can access agents. There's a way that we can present their offer to agents. How do we do that in a way that is timely for them, timely for the real estate agent who needs the product and service, and then at the end of the day, bring to them a price or some added value that the agent wouldn't have been able to get had they worked on this on their own.
Yes.
So we're really looking at from those multiple angles, and really that's what has really attracted partners to want to work with us. And the traction that we're seeing from agents saying, wow, that deal, that kind of service is something that I was looking for, but how did you guys get that kind of price? So it's really worked well for us on all fronts.
Yeah. No, well said, Mike. So, without further ado, what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to actually pull up member benefits in the product. So for all of you watching, all you have to do is log into your account, and on the left side here, you're going to see a new tab, and it says member benefits. And if you click on that, you're going to be taken to the member benefits home. And I'm going to have Mike talk about, each one of these initial partners. But I want you to understand that this is just the beginning, right? These are the first 3 deals that we put in place that we think are going to be really valuable. We have Patstyler, which is virtual staging. We have Ovation Credit Services, which is credit repair. And we have eCommission for commission and listing advances. And so these are things that we think are really useful, but it's easy to access. It's right here in member benefits. You can expect to see, even very soon, additional deals flow into this, right? So we're going to fill this up with lots of great partnerships and offers and deals for you, where you're going to get to adopt a service, save some money, and hopefully provide some real value to your business or to your clients. Secondly, real quick, is that you're also going to see some of these things kind of peppered, throughout the product, right, Mike? So
Right.
you're going to see opportunities when you're in a marketing kit to check out virtual staging. So keep an eye out for these, because we think these are really great services. So with that, Mike, why don't we just talk a little bit about these 3 companies and where we're starting, so people understand sort of how we approach this and the value of these services and kind of where we're headed.
Sure, no problem. So when you think about, first and foremost, I think the first deal we did was with eCommission, and eCommission was it's an amazing company. For those of you who don't know, they've been around for over 20 years. They have been under the same family ownership and same CEO for that entire time. They started off in Canada, and these guys equity firms, but the CEO has never changed. So there's such stability and longevity with this company, and they've struck partnerships with many real estate firms across the country. You guys have all probably seen them out there promoted, whether through your brand or through local real estate networks. They've been out there. our relationship with them is very simple. We have the ability to be in front of an agent at this right time. And that was really the number one concern for e-commission, was how did they get in front of the agent, especially for a new product that they had, which was the listing advance. They'd always been very successful in the commission advance business, but the listing advance business is actually money that you can access as an agent that gives you money to market the listing when you acquire it. So it's at a great moment in time. It's something brand new, something that you can access right through our platform. And of course, we also have a deal with them that is certainly much more aggressive than any of the real estate firms out there and anything that they're offering to the general public. So the benefit, right moment in time, the benefit, couple of new products. Benefit is, a deal for you that is not available to the rest of the community. And I'm not going to walk through the discounts on each one of them, but it's really important to know that you'll find a discount in there that I guarantee you is not available to agents through any other channel. And what I really like about this partnership for an agent is that, remember, these are not loans; these are advances. Yes. So it doesn't hurt your credit. It's something that is not paid back until after the deal closes. So the benefits of the way they work, and also the benefits to the agent at this time where managing your cash flow, super critical. That's where e-commissions come in.
Mike, real quick, let me just interject, just as a reminder for the audience watching, is that episode 9, which I will go ahead and link in the description here, was actually an interview that I did with Sean Whaling, who's the CEO of eCommission. So I'll link to that. Make sure you check that out. They are a fantastic company. You can learn all about our partnership with them, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of these things. Why don't we talk about Patstyler for a second? Mike, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just pull up on the product here. If you click on this Learn More button, you can actually learn more about these companies, why we partnered with them. And Patstyler is a really interesting one. So I'm showing on the screen right now, Mike, and you can kind of give some editorial, some of the, the virtual staging, the befores and the afters that they do. So let's talk a little bit about Patstyler.
Right. So Petzl has been around quite some time, and they are the leading provider of virtually staged photography in the U.S. Their turnaround time's fantastic, but and that's really important to agents because again, time is of the essence. You get your new listing, you've got to move quick. So we have some really fast turnaround times. We've seen their turnaround times these days less than 24 hours, which is really, really impressive. And we've heard some great feedback from agents who've tried them. For agents who are unfamiliar with virtual staging, it's a really simple platform. At least that's what they tell me. It works super easy. You provide them a photograph of a room, and it's very, very hard for buyers, even sellers sometimes, to visualize what this room could look like in a new format. And either whether it's through their virtually staged photography or their virtual furniture replacement, where they can actually overlay new furniture over existing furniture. So it doesn't matter if you have a vacant room or a room with furniture in it, you're able to basically recreate that room and show it to potential buyers in a whole new light. Now, the beauty of these photographs is the vision. Agents always know, buyers walk into a home and there's clutter and they kind of can't see the opportunity that's underlying. And virtual staging really takes that over as a process and really gives great insight for the buyer in what the room could look like. And not only can you do it in kind of one dynamic, but you can certainly take all of their photography and you can show it in a colonial or a contemporary or a modern. You can show it in really any sort of design element that you're looking for, and do it either for the vacant room, as I said, or for a room that's already got furniture in it. A really great way to get visuals in front of buyers so they can see the big picture, see the opportunity, and not get bogged down with what they see in front of them. And as agents all know, sometimes buyers don't have that vision that you have. And even all the explanation that you do of what it could be is never as impactful as seeing it visually. So yes, great adoption, great opportunity for agents.
Absolutely, and again, episode 32, which I will also link to, was a conversation that I had with CJ Singh, who's the president of Patstyler, and you can see a lot of really great examples and understand the value and the benefit. And Mike, as you said, we've gotten amazing feedback on this. I mean, it's a really great service. You give them a
Mhm.
photo, they change it up, they make it look really good, and it's pretty fantastic, and it's very cost effective. Certainly a very cost effective marketing tool to be able to showcase the possibilities of a property. So that's episode 32. I'll link to that one as well.
Now I know why you waited to have me on the show, because we needed all these other things so we could link to them. Now I
That's
get it.
that's the only reason why, Mike. Yeah, that's definitely the only reason why.
And by the way,
So
on Patstyler, I mean, I
yeah,
will say this: the discount on Patstyler off market is about 48% off of what the retail rate of these products are. So, you know, if you're in the business of getting a new listing, in which all of you are, and the importance of showing that listing in its best possible light, to have the ability to access this when you acquire the listing through your list reports dashboard, and also to get it at a price point that is 48% less than retail, it's a
yes,
win-win
please
for you.
sign me up.
Yep.
Absolutely. Mike, okay, so let's talk a little bit about our third partner in the mix right now, which is Ovation Credit Services.
Right. So Ovation, again, company that's been around quite some time, and credit services, kind of a misnomer. Credit repair, kind of a misnomer. It doesn't mean when you get credit repair services that you necessarily have bad credit. There may be things on your credit report that you're unaware of that impact the buyer's ability to get a mortgage. So it's very important, and agents know this hands down. You really don't want to work with buyers who are not pre-qualified. You don't want to work with buyers who don't have good credit. And here's a way for you to very, very effectively refer your buyers to a service through our platform that also that allows them to sign up and see exactly what their credit looks like. And with all the new lending requirements that are out there, given given 2008 crash, and now given COVID and all the new lending requirements that are out there, this is an opportunity for buyers to really understand their credit, make sure that they look at certain things that are on their credit report that might enhance their credit score and ultimately their ability to get the best possible rate when they're borrowing. So again, we're putting this in product and in platform so it's seamless. So you know exactly what moment in time is the right moment in time to refer your customer. Put that in front of you, put that in front of the agent and the customer. And by the way, give them a discount to boot. We're offering it's about a 10% discount off of what agents or consumers can get to apply for these credit repair services for their customers. So we're putting it in front of them again, right moment in time, great price. And again, something that is super valuable in making sure that your deals go through. And that's the end of it, right? We want to make sure that when an agent is engaged with their buyers, they find the right property. You don't want the thing to blow the deal up to be bad credit. So here's a way to really nip that in the bud and address it from the onset and not wait till it becomes a problem.
Absolutely. So, I guess, again, Mike, you are correct, right? So, episode 57, I had a chance to talk with Amy Myers from Ovation Credit Services. And one of the things that she talked about that you just alluded to is that 1 in 5 Americans has a mistake basically on their credit. And if that affects your credit score by 10 points, 20 points, whatever it might be, you can only go up, and that makes a massive difference if you get a fractionally better rate over the life of a loan, whether that's a car or a house, right? That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So episode 57, which I'll also link to, is a great overview. In fact, Mike, I don't know if you know this, but it was one of our most popular episodes. So pretty incredible. So I think there's a lot of demand and need for this right now.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah. Mike, so that's awesome. So again, all you have to do is go into the product, log in, and go into the member benefits section here on the left, and you're going to see the first 3 deals. Again, Patstyler for virtual staging, Ovation Credit Services for credit repair and credit services, and e-commission, commission advances, listing advances, etc. Episodes on all of those, so you guys can dive in more deeply on that. Mike, real quick as we wrap up here, again, this is just the beginning, right? So in fact, I think we've got, not ready to announce yet, but we've got at least a couple more deals that are going to be in here over the coming weeks, and we're just going to keep going, right? So just paint a quick vision for what we want this to be over time.
Sure. So, for all the agents out there, think about this. You get your listing, okay, and there's a whole laundry list of things that you have to do immediately following that listing. Even before you go on the listing presentation, there's things that you want to do as well. Our job at ListReports is to make sure that we bring world-class technology, automation to everybody and make it really simple to use. So we want to let agents do the job that they do well. You interact with people, you work with your customers. Let technology be the backstop for you to take a lot of the other processes off your plate. And through automation, we can do that. As Randy said, we've got, well, as of yesterday, 3 more deals that are about to hit it. And we're focusing right now on the listing. So whatever you can think of as an agent that really involves the listing, whether it's photography, drones, video, virtual tours, all of that is coming. And it's coming through partners that obviously don't want to announce yet, but those deals have been done and we're now looking at the integration. So about over the next 6 weeks, what you're going to see is really a turnkey solution on the listing side. So everything from listing acquisition through listing marketing, we're going to have services that not only are in the platform, but we're going to remind you, hey, by the way, did you do these different types of processes? Did you get these types of features and services in media that you can add to your listing presentation? You can add to the listing marketing. You can add to your virtual open house tours. All of those things we're going to have in product, easily accessible, and of course at prices and offers and benefits that really are not available to the general public. So it's really kind of a watch this space. And yeah, while the member benefits asset exists on the platform, as Randy's been showing you, we will remind you that there are things that you need for these listings, things that will enhance the way you sell it, enhance visibility, and we're going to make it accessible to you right in product. So you don't need to be bouncing all over the place looking for other referrals. These are best in class companies. They'll be right in front of you at the right time. And really, I encourage you to look them out, see what they're all about, give them a try, and you're not going to be disappointed. So watch this space. Lots of new and exciting things coming. And by the way, through the channel, if you have any ideas about partners that you like, things that we should work with, that you can recommend that are scalable, we'd love to hear from you. So make this a two-way conversation. If there's people that you work with that you really think would be value add to what agents can get out of ListReports, we'd love to hear back from you.
Well said, Mike. That's why you do what you do. So the real reason, Mike, that I haven't had you on the show is I'm afraid that you're just going to take over. So I'm being honest there.
Stop it. You have a song written about you, so I do not yet. So.
That is true. That is true. I have that. Hey, Mike, it's great to have you on the show. Thank you for giving some context, and as we talk about a lot on the show, the why, right, behind what we're doing here. And I'm sure we'll have you back on prior to episode 126. How's that?
Looking forward to that. Let's not double down. Let's make it a little bit sooner, man.
That sounds
great
good.
being with you, Randy. Loved it. Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks so much, Mike. We'll see you soon.
Yeah. See you soon.
All right, fantastic. Well, that was great, right? So again, member benefits are available. Mike and his team are striking deals left, right, and center, trying to bring you the best deals on the market with amazing companies with services that you're going to find very valuable in your listing right now, and that's going to continue to grow. So we're excited about that. Thanks for your time and attention today. Again, I'm going to link to the other episodes that we referenced for Patstyler, Ovation Credit Services, eCommission. You can learn all about them. Great companies. And until tomorrow, be safe, be healthy, be happy. We'll see you soon.